What up, y'all? On my way to the gym. On my way to the gym, and I just want to talk to y'all, women and men. Come on, motherfucker, man. I ain't got time for that shit today. Stay the fuck up there, man. Alright. Yeah, y'all see the title. YouTube is going to be titled different. I'm going to make a different title, but basically it says, y'all ruined something like y'all ruined good women who was genuinely looking for love. Now you're stuck with women who want revenge and money. And like I always tell y'all, they always tell you the truth. That's one thing you can count on when it comes to women. They might do it subliminally. They might do it to the side, or they might not do it directly as much as you would like, but they tell the truth. But I want to talk to y'all, both women and men, on why this is some bullshit. Instead of women saying, all right, I picked the wrong guy, I'm going to become a better woman and pick a better guy. Instead of that, you know, most of them, they're not going to do that. What they're going to do is keep trying to make such and such, the so-called AKA bad boy, a good dude, and it's not going to happen. That'd be like me trying to make a so-called, what you would call a hoe into a housewife. It's not going to happen. The only way that a so-called bad boy is going to be good is if he chooses to. It has nothing to do with no woman. No good pussy, no this or that, and he just had an epiphany and now he's a good man now. No, it don't work that way, man. But I'm pointing this out because it just shows you that they're talking to a specific crowd. When you hear women complain about men, they're not talking about you good guys. Because a lot of them, truth be told, don't want a good guy. That's not what gets them wet. For whatever reason, toxic men get them wet, or men who aren't good for them. Because a lot of times, it's not that they purposely like a bad person. It's the fact that that person is attractive or very good at dealing with women because he has dealt with so many women. And the good guy is too nice, maybe. There's no friction there. There's no challenge there. So the woman doesn't have to wonder and all this other crazy shit. But the point is this, man. The women got to stop letting men ruin them. Just like, that would be like me saying, you know what? All the women was bad that I dealt with or didn't work out, so I'm just going to be the player, man. Even though that's crossed my mind many times. But I don't do it. You know why? Because then I lose in the end. Why should I lose my worth or my life or anything like that because of what some other women did in the past that wasn't good enough for me? Why should I miss out on a woman later in life? When I say later, I'm speaking from the terms of you got done wrong by a man or a woman. Why should you miss out on somebody great or better? Or why should you miss out on something good in life later because of them? Why? Don't y'all know that some exes was probably purposely trying to hurt you more and more so you wouldn't be able to like someone else? Do y'all not know that? You think back and you look back at your exes and you like, why did they keep coming around if they really didn't want me and they just kept coming around, and then they pull the mask back off and do me wrong again just to keep repeating the cycle. But you don't understand it back then. But when you look back on it, what they was doing is they was trying to make it to where you would hate women or you would hate men. That's what they was doing. Some people do it and they ain't even your ex. They could be just somebody you talking to. I can't have who I want, so I'm just going to go out and ruin everybody else. I'm going to play games with everybody else since I can't have what I want. You got a lot of people doing that shit out here. I can't have what I want, so I'm just going to play games with people who like me and hurt their feelings and all this and all that because somebody hurt my feelings. It's what's going on. A lot of these men who are doing women wrong or being players or whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, 9 times out of 10, it stemmed out of some woman doing him wrong. He got burned or some shit, right? Burned by a woman. I mean, he literally could have got burned by the woman, but we talking about done wrong by the woman. So now I'm just going to I don't trust none of them and this and that. And truth be told, I don't trust no woman, but I give them the benefit of the doubt. And they have an opportunity to make me trust them. I'm not going to be like, since I don't trust no woman, I'm just going to be a player and just do them all wrong. And that's hurt me in the end. That's hurt me in the end. So if a woman says, you know what, I don't want to love no more, I just want to be angry and get revenge, who you getting revenge on? If you want revenge on your ex, like y'all want to talk about revenge, right? You want revenge? Get a guy that loves you to the moon and back. Oh, that's right. Can't do that because I didn't tingle down there, right? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because you think in your mind that a good dude don't know how to fuck you or something? I don't know what it is. I really don't know. But I know this. It can't be all women like all toxic men, because I don't think I'm a toxic man, and I think a lot of women like me. And I'm not toxic. So I don't believe that all women, I hate auto stop. I don't believe all women like toxic men. I just think that the perception of the good guy, the guy that they actually talk about that they want, they run from or they don't choose for whatever reason. And I think a lot of it has to do with the perception of how a good guy comes off versus a so-called toxic man, a man's who's not good for them. A lot of it can be attraction. Not necessarily just looks, because when a woman is picking for attraction, it's not just based off of looks like us men, basically. Well, if you're a smart man, you don't just pick off of looks. But as a man, that's going to be one of the main criteria. Even though women care about looks too, it's more on energy with a woman and how you carry yourself and all these other things. And for some reason, I don't know if it's the devil or it's just the simple fact that so-called men who don't care about them make them feel like they aren't good enough for the man, or they got to work harder to get the man. I don't know what it is. It's something. But it's something about a man who don't really care about them or who is not good for them that makes them gravitate towards that guy or pick that guy. I'm not sure what it is. Because if you're the guy that actually cares, it seems like it's the same story every time. I cared about the girl and I got shit on. But the girls I didn't care about, they didn't shit on me. And I'm doing this because I don't want the phone to fall. If you ask 99 men out of 100, like, the girls I didn't care about, they was all over me. The girl I wanted, that's the one that shit on me. You can ask women the same shit. All the men that I didn't want, all over me. Then the guy that I want, shit on me. I guess you gotta figure out, why did you want the guy or the girl? It's probably some dumb shit. If you really do some research like a detective and shit and really dissect the shit down, it probably was some dumb ass shit. You probably overlooked them other ones for dumb ass reasons and picked them the one you picked, the woman or man you chose to deal with, for some dumb ass reason that don't even make no fucking sense. But you know what's crazy? The good guy or the good girl shouldn't even be suffering. They shouldn't even have to deal with it. Notice what the caption says. Now y'all are stuck. This is why they say, now y'all are stuck with the so-called women who want revenge and money, right? This is why they say the good guy finishes last. Because what happens is, women are good, right? Even men, they look for love. I want to be good, blah, blah, blah. Then somebody shits on them and turns them bad, right? And if you're a good guy, a good girl, a lot of times you're not going to get picked until last. I think with women, though, a lot of times they get picked first, but they end up picking the wrong guy, you know what I mean? And then it turns them bad. With men, we already know what time it is. The so-called bad boy, usually, the one who don't care about the woman, is the one that's usually going to get picked. 9 times out of 10. Unless you're a good dude that got a lot going on and you look decent and you carry yourself in a way that you're not like coming across as some feminine female, you be good. You really winning. You can't be beat, because that's what they really looking for. They really looking for a good guy. They really looking for a good guy, right? But like basically, if you could make a perfect dude for a girl, it'd be like a good dude, good faithful dude, but he has that street edge or swagger type of characteristic energy about himself. But the problem is, it's usually one way or the other. You know, the guy on the street and all this other shit, he's fucking everybody. He's not faithful. The good guy don't have that edge to him. You see what I'm saying? And what the women are crying about, they genuinely want a good dude, but the problem is they don't understand that most men don't have both. You know what I mean? Can't tell you how many times I hear a woman say, I got a good guy, but his sex is trash. You know, shit like this. Sometimes with women, the good woman always getting cheated on. People be like, why the good woman get cheated on? Probably because the bad women got way better sex, 9 times out of 10. And the guy had sex with the bad women before he got a good woman, so he knows what it's like to get that crazy head and that better. I hate this. It's just hard to talk about this shit, but it's true. I'm not stopping making this video. I don't give a fuck who called. It better be the Most High himself. Anybody else, I'm not answering. Because I ain't about to, I was going to say even if it was Jesus himself, but, you know, I ain't about to say that because I'm going to feel bad if I say it, so I'm not going to say it. You know what I mean? Messing around, something bad happened to me, so I don't even play with God like that. But unless God calls, I'm not ending this video. But I want to say this to all women, man. You got to look at the guys you're choosing, man. You really got to do this. Don't go, I'm going to fuck her. I seen one of my female friends that was married to somebody, and apparently she's getting a divorce, and now she kind of acting like who she used to be. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't let a motherfucker that did you wrong turn you bad or worse than what you was. Every time I break up with a girl, it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna be pissed and all that shit. But I'm gonna, man, I can't be worse than what they left me. I gotta be better. I'm just gonna use it as fuel. Don't matter. Oh, they fucked another guy and left me. Okay, fine. I'm gonna be better. It don't matter. Even if I was the best one for them, which 9 times out of 10, you most likely probably are. But, you know, people are going to do dumb shit and make dumb decisions. This is what people do. But I use that as fuel. Not just with an ex, with the whole world. Oh, I'm just a black guy and all I do is sell drugs. And okay, I'm going to show you different. I'm going to show the whole America. Not just white America, all America. You just say I'm just some black guy that can't do this and that. I'm going to prove you wrong. But I'm doing it for me. I'm not going, man, I guess he's right. I ain't shit. No, fuck that. Because that's what a lot of women are doing. They're giving up on, they don't realize that what they start to think is, well, all men are the same. Yeah, all men that you like are the same. You know, just like if I like bad women and I keep picking bad women, guess what? All of them are going to be the same. I'm going to get the same results. Now, I know some men are going to be like, man, you tripping, dog. They all the same. They all like that. I mean, to a certain extent, they all are like that, but to different degrees. Like, let's say, people say looking at a person is cheating. So I guess all women cheat, right? But some women might just look at a guy and that's it. That don't mean she's going to go fuck the guy, you know? But then you got some that will. Then some people say all women want money. Now, yeah, all women don't want a broke man, but that don't mean all women going to get with a guy just because of money. You know, women will say, all men care about sex. That's all they care about. Yeah, that's what men care about. But that don't mean that's the only thing that all men are going to care about. But they are all like that. Like they all like sex. You see what I'm saying? Of course, when it comes to this women and men, they are all like that, but to certain extents. So if I get a woman, she's faithful. If I think that she never going to find another man attractive, get the fuck out of here, man. What world are we living in? Was she going to put a blindfold over her face? It's not going to happen. She's going to find other men attractive. And that's why it's my job to stay healthy as I can and not slack. A lot of y'all get a girlfriend, I'm slacking, I don't care. Or I get a boyfriend, I don't care, I'm not going to do nothing. You can't do that. You can't do it for yourself and you can't do it for them. In general. And if you do your best and they leave, guess what? You still improving as a person. See, even if people leave you, and as long as you still self-improving, you going to be good. But a lot of y'all only doing it because you got people in your corner right now. You got the girlfriend, the boyfriend. So you want to lift weights and do this and lose weight and all this other shit. But if they leave, you're going to crumble. You're going to fall. You're going to want to commit suicide and shit. You're not going to be able to make it. I was only being a mother to my kids because I had a happy family, but he left and cheated. Now I don't even want to deal with his kids. You can't do that. You cannot do that, man. You can't change because somebody fucked around and done some dumb shit and now you got to kick them out your life. You got to become better. To me, I feel like, okay, you left me for another guy. Now I'm going to prove that I'm better than every guy. All the women who say I'm not good enough, I don't want him. I want this one or that one. I'm going to prove that I was the best. I don't give a fuck. And guess what I get out of that? A great ass life, a happy person within myself, right? It all perks. There's no negatives in this. On top of the fact that I'm proving I'm shitting on you. Now, they're not going to come up and say it like, yeah, you was better than all the men I got. They're not going to say that shit, but they see it. They see it. That's what y'all women need to do. Why are you going to suffer and fall off because some dude? Nah, fuck that shit. Become better. Become a lawyer or some shit like that and get a way better dude than that one. They're going to be salty as fuck, man. That's how you get your revenge. Not going out, I'm going to go sleep with a bunch of men and all that. Why? If you want to go sleep with a guy because you like him, that's different. But to do it to get revenge and you know, I'm going to do all men dirty. Now you got to do it. Now you bringing karma to you. And that's a problem. That's what y'all not getting. It's like playing with God. You know, God shows you, okay, this person did you wrong and this one did you wrong. Okay, now I'm going to do everybody else wrong. I'm going to be like them. You can't do that. You got to understand that God showed you that these people did you wrong for a reason so you can break away from them. Like, wake up, mom. Wake up. They're doing you wrong. I'm going to show you. And then once he shows you, that don't mean you go out and do the same thing they did. They got something coming. That's what y'all not getting. You ain't got it. Y'all want revenge on people who already sold what they call it? You reap what you sow. They already sold the shit. It's already there. So if a woman do me dirty and all that, I ain't got to do nothing. I'm telling you, it's going to be front row HD seats. You're going to see it. It's never failed me. Ever. When a woman did me wrong, it's never failed me. At some point, the Most High put me right there like, boom. See, that's why I took you away from her. That's why you didn't want to be with her. And it always comes back on them. Y'all seeking out revenge. For what? What you do to people's coming back, man. But why do it to yourself? Somebody do y'all wrong, then you start doing yourself wrong by, I'm just going to sleep with a bunch of men and use them for money and all that. You don't even got to move that way. For what? It's going to come back on you. It's like people feel like, well, since somebody did me wrong, now I got a pass to do everybody wrong. No, the universe don't work like that. That's why, you know what? Truth be told, that's why a lot of the women and men are doing women and men wrong in the first place. Think about this. They keep burying themselves with more and more karma. They do one man wrong, one woman wrong, one woman or man wrong, And then, comes back on them. Oh, fuck, I'm going to do another one wrong. And they just keep burying themselves with more and more and more karma, man. Bad karma, not good karma, bad karma. That's why you can't move like that. I understand, man. When people do you wrong, it can make you act a certain way or want to act a certain way. But I'm telling you, man, that shit is already written for them. And really, it's a blessing that you got exposed to them doing you wrong. So now you can move on and move away. And move on. Like, move on and move away. Become better. Even if you got kids with them. I know it's hard because you got to deal with the person. You still can do better. A lot of y'all think that you got to run out and get another woman or man to prove them wrong and all this shit. Man, I guarantee you, my last ex probably looks at my page. I ain't going to say she all the time. I don't know. But I know she does. She going to do it probably until she see me with a girlfriend or something. But I ain't going to run out. Let me get a girlfriend real quick. For what? For what? I don't need a girlfriend to be happy or to be improving in life. I don't need that yet. If it happened, it happened. But I don't got to go out and do it. Like, I'm going to prove her wrong. Nah, fuck that. If anything, I'll prove them wrong by self-improving. And you shouldn't even have that type of energy anyway. Like, once you break up with somebody, it's done. Like, all right, you did what you did, I did what I did, it's done. All these extra feelings are feelings, whether they bad or not. You're not over somebody if you still like bitter and I'm gonna prove this and not. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? I refuse to do women wrong just because some other woman. It don't make sense, man. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if 1 billion women did me wrong. I'm not going to let them cost me the chance of getting that one solid woman. And even if I don't get that one solid woman, I'm still not going to do other women wrong because that shit comes back on me. You don't get blessed with things, man. When you do good things, you go up, you go to this Mexican restaurant right here or something. They might accidentally give you a discount or something free, some free food somehow or some shit, man. This is what happens when you do good. Good things always come and work in your favor. But when you do bad, you bringing karma on yourself. That's what I'm saying. I'm not bringing bad on myself because somebody did me wrong. I'm blessed by God relieving me from them. Even if I didn't want to leave them alone. Like, damn, she got good head and everything. I didn't want to leave her alone, but I know she's not good for me. Even if I didn't want to leave her alone, I'm still blessed because everything's been revealed. It's time for me to go, right? Y'all can't let these people destroy y'all, man. And make y'all into bad women and men. Because that's why there's bad women and men in the first place. They allowed some woman or man or women and men to make them into a bad woman or man. I'm just going to get with her, I don't care about that bitch or her kids. I just fucking get food stamps and all this dumbass shit, man. Do y'all think the real solid, top-notch, successful women that got there the right way, y'all really think that they use men? I bet men come to them with opportunities. Like, they get blessed all over the place. Like, we got a photo shoot. You interested in this? Or we got a role in the movie or whatever. You get what you... I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm not saying that life is always going to be fair to the good people. Every time you do good, everything good gonna be perfect. It don't, and everybody who do bad, all bad gonna happen to them. It don't work that way, but everything evens itself out. Everything. You're not running from the energy that you put out into this world. It's got to come back some ways. It can't just disappear. Energy don't disappear. That's why a lot of people mad, got all this energy inside, and they want to take it out on people, yelling at people and fighting and all this dumb shit, doing people dirty. Because they hurt. Hurt people. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, even if I'm hurt, I'm not going to go out and hurt people, man. Like, all right, she did me dirty. I got my heart broke. I'm not going to go out and purposely hurt women. It don't make sense, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just move around the women that I know are full of shit. Plain and simple. Oh, I see she's full of shit, blocked, or something like that. But y'all want to play the game. Oh, they want to play the game. I'm going to play it too. Okay. Now you bring a card. Now you playing with God, basically. Because you got to remember, God, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So all the people who want to do wrong, you think that eventually that's going to catch up with them. Now, why would you do the same shit? It's bad enough that we already sin and do stuff we probably shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? It's bad enough we got to deal with that. Now you want to deal with the part that you're doing people wrong too? Come on, man. You're making it super hard for yourself, man. It's not going good for you, you know, if you do it this way. But guess what, man? Instead of them picking a good dude, what do? They cry to the men that aren't doing good. That's a cry to men who aren't doing good. That is not a cry to good men. That's a cry to the bad boys that don't want to be good. Y'all gonna regret having a woman down for you. Who's y'all? Can't be a good dude. Because why would you wouldn't even have to say that to a good dude. You wouldn't have to tell a good dude you're gonna regret losing a good woman. How? He's a good dude. He's gonna do what's right. You know who they talking about. When these men do this shit, you know who they're talking about. They're not talking about that good woman who don't look like a supermodel. They're talking about that supermodel that did them dirty. And that's what it boiled down to more than anything. Fucking attraction. With men, it's the look, the appearance of the woman. With women, it's more or less how they carry themselves. How the men carry themselves. And it's unfortunate that the so-called men who are usually bad boys, players and shit, carry themselves more attractive than the good guys. And it's unfortunate that most women who are good looking are usually the ones plotting and scheming and shit instead of being good women. Because they got men at the grasp of their fucking hand. It is what it is. I think it's a test sometimes from God. Like, I'm going to give you all this beauty. I'm going to see if you do right with it. Kind of like if God said, I'm going to give you this money, all this money, I'm going to bless you with a rich family. Let's see what you do with it. I really think it's a test because think about it. They didn't, what did they do to be that good looking? They ain't do nothing but be born. That's it. Just like a man, just like I could use my money I could use my money as power towards women if I really, really wanted to. Not every woman ain't gonna go for that. Nah, but a lot of them would. It could be single mothers with 3 or 4. You see a lot of men doing that shit. They know that they not really gonna fuck with that woman, but, you know, since they got a little bit of drug money or something like that, they use it to get sex off the woman. The single mother that's looking for more than sex. She's looking for companionship. She's looking for somebody to help her. I hate to say it like that, but help with her situation, with her family. She's looking for somebody that's going to bring something to the table. A lot of men know that. So I'm going to just use my drug money, you know, flag it out as bait, and then just so I can get women and shit. Same thing. Or a woman with looks. I know I look good, and I know that a lot of men are going to buckle like a bitch because I look good, so I'm going to use it against them. You know, just like old girl said. So I'm going to use it against them. So you got it going both ways. You got that shit going both ways, man. But my question is to the women who feel like this. Why don't you just leave them other guys alone that made you into this monster? Why do you keep dealing with those guys? You know what I mean? Why? I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure it out. Because I know this. If I got a certain taste for a certain type of female, you know, certain types of females, and I keep seeing the same results, eventually I'm going to get smart and leave them the fuck alone. You know what I mean? But that's not what's going on. Instead, they're going to complain about these people not being good people. And they never going to be good people because that's just not what they want to be. It's never going to happen. So, I mean, as a woman or man, if you dealing with bad women, you got two choices. Either you could keep playing around and destroying yourself along with them, or you could just leave them alone and better yourself and find somebody that's really worth it, man. That choice is on you. That's what you want to do. Do what you do. But to all y'all so-called good men out there, men with good intentions, because that could be any man. Even a so-called player could say, you know what, I don't even want to be a player no more. I'm really going to try to do right by a woman. He could. But to all y'all out there, man, just understand that you're not stuck with this shit. Only if you want to be. You don't got to deal with those women. Let the so-called men that they've been dealing with have them. If that's what they want, that's how they want to move, let that be. Don't suffer for them guys. And if you're a woman watching, don't suffer for the bad women. Don't suffer for them. Men don't want to act right. They don't want to do this or that. Just leave them alone. You got to master the art of fucking being alone to find something good. You're going to have to, because if not, you're going to give in. You're going to give in to something that's not good for you. You're going to be like, fuck it, I give up. I'm tired of being alone. I'm just going to fuck with them. Fuck that shit. Why suffer for motherfuckers that ain't good? It ain't your fault. It ain't your fault that men don't want to take women on dates no more because other bad women have misused it. It's not your fault. Imagine being a good dude all your life and then running into women who have dealt with bad men. And now they bringing that on you. The bad dudes that did her dirty, she ain't even doing that to them. They way gone. She not even bringing that mentality to the ones who actually deserve it. I'll say this. If you're a woman that want to move that way towards men, do it to them. Why are you going to do it to good dudes that didn't do shit? If you're a man that want to move that way, do it to the female players. Why are you doing it to the good women? It don't make sense. But karma, hey, you get what you get, man. I think I'm done with this shit. I don't know what else to say about it. Ain't nothing else to say about it. Watch this video later, because I was saying way better shit then than now. I kind of ran out of shit to say, for real. But I just feel like sometimes I catch myself in those thoughts of, you know what, man, that player, he's winning, man. You know what, maybe I shouldn't just care about women and this and that. And it probably would work for me way better. But guess what? I don't think God would approve of that. And I think that one thing I do notice, it seems like they get more women, but women who actually like me seem like better women. They seem like better women than the ones they get. Yeah, they getting the sex and all that, but the type of women they usually are getting are not better than the type of women who seem to like me, because that's the universe giving me stuff that I put out into it. You put out bad, you're going to get back bad. So you want to be the bad chick that plots on men and shit? Now men are plotting on you. You want to be the bad dude, you know the girl's just looking for a man and she kind of struggling and all that, but you want to use your drug money and all that to your advantage just to get sex and shit? That shit going to come back on you. That shit going to come back on you, man. What old girl say? Old girl said, you had girls that genuinely wanted to love. Now you're stuck with women who want revenge and money. Basically, a good girl gone bad, basically. And if that's what you want to do, do it. But I'm telling you this right now. You're only hurting yourself in the end. You're not hurting the so-called men that did you dirty. That's one thing. You're not hurting them. They gone. They gone. So who you going to end up hurting? More than likely, you're probably going to hurt yourself for sure. Or you're going to hurt people that probably, they don't deserve it. It don't make sense, man. I'm not going to go out hurting women who did nothing to me. It don't make sense. Now, my ex could be laughing like that, because I'm telling you, like I say, this is what they do, man. They'll purposely try to hurt you over and over and over, so you can't love the next woman, man. To the point I'm done with women. Fuck that shit. But that's not gonna happen because I understand, like, I can't let that happen. Then she wins. I can't let women or a woman who done me wrong hurt me or the woman that I end up with or the next one, whatever, however you want to say it. I can't let that happen. And it's easy because we can get caught up in that shit. Like, man, they all lie. They all this, they all that. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful with that shit, man. You could be fucking up your own blessing, man. Or, most importantly, just don't fuck up yourself. That, if anything, because it's hard to tell who's who. We live in a world where motherfuckers lie, deceive, and all that. Okay, fine. It's hard to tell. We not God. We can't open people's minds and stuff, you know what I mean? But don't hurt yourself. How's a woman hurting herself? By saying, I'm going to plot on men and do all. Now you're dealing with God because God got to vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So it don't matter. Well, they hurt me, God, so I'm going to hurt them. Well, now I'm just like them because I hurt other people. So now vengeance is mine, said the Lord. You can't do it. I'll be looking at a lot of people like, man, they do so many people wrong. I do one thing wrong and a karma right there, like boom, right on my doorstep. I can't do nothing wrong to motherfucker. Anytime I move the wrong way, karma coming instantly. But everybody else seems like they do motherfuckers wrong 30,000 years and shit. But it is what it is. I just want them to realize that when they say these things, when they talk about men not caring about a good woman and they're going to lose this and that, they really got to wake up and realize who the fuck they really talking to. If you was talking to a good dude and you're saying, if y'all need to realize when you got a good woman, part of being a good man is understanding that he got something good. So who are you talking to? It all goes back to the so-called bad boy. They're not talking to the good guy. If anything you hear us men talk about women this and women that, we're not talking about a good woman. We're talking about bad women. So now as a man, you gotta ask yourself, why are they even on your radar? Unless, here's the problem with men, because a lot of times it's unfortunate, but very attractive women a lot of times are the ones plotting and scheming. The ones who aren't have all these options at their disposal as much, they're more humble. They're more better for men because they're more humble, right? But men don't care about that. They care about the looks and shit. So that's what you're hearing. When you hear these men complain and cry about women and you're a good woman, you're like, man, that don't sound right. It seems like he just bitter at women or something. I don't know women who are doing this and that. He's talking about the so-called attractive females who are moving like bosses and all this other shit. He's not talking about the good women. How can you complain about a good woman? I can't find one complaint about a good woman. How? Where's it at? She's a good woman. There's nothing to fucking complain about. Nothing. I can't think of one thing. And yes, good women like good men, because I know a lot of y'all men go, this is another thing they do. They don't even realize the good women like good men. So again, you're complaining about the bad women, and it's more than likely because they are attractive to you. So that's why you care so much. I say it all the time. If that was a 1,000-pound ugly woman to you, you wouldn't give a fuck. Let's just say we lived in a world where only 1,000-pound ugly women did all the shit that so-called boss bitches or whatever you want to call it. Let's just say we live in a world where 1,000-pound ugly women are the only women who do wrong. You think these men would give a flying fuck about what they're doing? No. They only care because of attraction, man. Same thing with a woman. Let's just say all the so-called bad men was kind of carry themselves like the so-called good men, what makes women unattractive to good men. You know, how they kind of like too nice or too feminine, kind of like how they try to show a woman they care type shit. You know what I mean? They don't have no edge to them type of shit. Do you think, or let's just say this, 500, 1,000-pound men, and they was all bad. Do you think these women would give a flying fuck about what men are doing wrong? No. They're only complaining about the so-called bad boys because most of them like that. That's the men they like. They care less about the good guy. They know you exist. I don't give a fuck. I know they good men out there, but I'm going to complain about these bad guys because I want these bad guys to be good men. It's not going to happen. Most men do not have both characteristics. They don't have the edge and the good guy in them, the faithfulness and the edge. Most men don't have it. It's either one or the other. Again, I can't tell you how many females that I know that got a good man, but, you know, his sex probably whack or some shit. It just seems that way. I've seen it. I've heard it from a lot, not a lot, but enough women who have good men. It's always some shit like that. Sex ain't good enough or some shit like that. Something off. You know what I mean? It's very rare that you won't get it all, dog. I'm telling you, it's very rare, but it's not impossible. Hey, let me get in here, man. Don't be a bad girl because of these men. Don't let they winning. If you want revenge on the motherfucking dudes that's doing you wrong, boss the fuck up. Become way better and you're going to attract a way better guy. Because all the guys that are really worth dealing with, they looking for a good woman. They're not looking for women who are destroyed by men. They can't deal with it. How can you deal with it? Whether it's the woman's fault or not, why she got destroyed by a lot of men, she made poor decisions, whatever. It don't matter. The men that are worth dealing with are not looking for destroyed women like that. And even if you are destroyed, you can always fix it. It's not over. You still breathing. So a lot of y'all might be watching men, women. Man, it's over for me. It's over. I already know it ain't. You can always flip. Man, we all got to improve every day. There's no such thing as you're too good. Nah, we got to work on ourselves every day. So it's never over as long as you're breathing. So if you're a woman that's bad, go in the wrong direction, go the other direction. Time to fix that shit, man. Stop dealing with men who are bad because, truth be told, a lot of y'all are getting energy from bad people and it's giving you bad energy because of sex. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all getting demons and energy from motherfuckers you sleeping with. You know, which explains why toxic people like toxic people. That energy, you know, it recognizes their demons, recognize their demons and shit like that. Their demons don't want to fuck with the good ones. I don't like. There's something about that motherfucker I don't like. Even though that motherfucker might be the best thing for you ever, but you're going to run from it. You know what I mean? Men do it too. Or you going to fuck it up or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, don't let these people boss up, man. Use rejection in this world as motivation, energy to do better. Breakups made me better, not worse. They made me better. At the time, yeah, you dead. Like, fuck. You don't want to eat none of that. Well, the first one. But I got better and better, stronger and stronger. But whatever. You still fucked up. You know what I mean? You want to go back, you know you shouldn't. Damn, I just seen the bitch in the bed with another guy, and that's never happened. But, you know, it could happen. But you still want to go back to the chick. You still want to go back to the dude knowing you this and that. Nah, man, you just got to do better, man. It's time to go. You got to do better, man. Y'all not doing that, though, man. Y'all allowing these people to destroy y'all, man. Turn y'all into monsters that they are. I refuse. If I see a woman doing wrong or moving wrong, I'm just going to block her. Leave her alone. Because if I don't, now I might get sucked into playing the game that she's playing or moving the way she's moving or doing shit she's doing back in revenge and all this shit. Nah, fuck all that. You want to be a bad woman? Goodbye. Moving on. Plain and simple. You want to be bad friend? You dudes want to be mad and act funny and this and that? Goodbye. Gone. God don't want you in my life, apparently. Period. can't be scared to move alone in this world. I think that's the problem with a lot of people, man. And that's why they clinging to the wrong people and dealing with the wrong people. They scared to be alone. You cannot be scared to be alone. There's so much shit you could do in your free time. You go to the gym, you could study, you could try to become a lawyer, whatever. Deal with your kids. There's so much shit you could do other than trying to be with people and fit in the crowds and all that shit. Nothing wrong with wanting to be around people who don't want to be around them. But if they bad, I feel like it's impossible to have a big circle because the way people are. It's impossible. So if you're a popular person, you know everybody in the world and shit, you got a lot of snakes around you. There ain't that many good people like that. It don't work like that. We don't live in a world like that, unfortunately. So if you're a person that's surrounded by a whole lot of motherfuckers, you got some snakes in your shit, man. Unnecessary snakes in your life. And one of them probably gonna bite you. Shit, some of y'all sleeping with the damn snake and don't even know it. All I know is this. If I allowed women to break me, I'd be a player. I'd probably be a bum. I wouldn't be who I am. I allowed them to make me, not break me. So that's the same thing you got to do if you're a woman watching or you're a man watching. Man, I'm just going to fuck everybody, man. Fuck women, fuck them. I'm just going to fuck everybody. No. Now, if a woman I like and I want to fuck, okay, yeah. But I'm not going to just go fuck anybody because some woman broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Or I'm going to do a woman wrong. Now, you know what? You might meet the best woman of your life one day and you ain't ready for it because you in your feelings about some other women and you're going to think she's just like the rest. And you're going to do her dirty and miss the fuck out. It don't make sense, man. There's no fucking way. I'm not letting no motherfucker stop me from being on the boat looking up at the star with a woman that's all for me one day. If it's meant to be, especially, you know what I mean? If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. But I'm not going to stop it from happening. Now, if the universe don't let it happen, fine, so be it. I'm cool by myself. I love myself. But I'm not going to fuck that shit up. And I'm not going to let some woman who didn't give a fuck about me fuck it up. Imagine that. Imagine me letting a woman who wanted to fuck some other man and left me for dead or didn't want me or whatever the case may be, right? Imagine me allowing that woman to cause me to not be with a great woman one day and experience that. It don't make sense, man. It just makes zero sense. But that's what y'all doing. When you say that, you know, I'm gonna be the female player, fuck these dudes. You're letting them men fuck you over from getting something great one day. And you don't even know it. And you're actually hurting yourself too. Because remember, vengeance. Remember, when you do wrong, you gotta, how can I say this? Good things happen. You get blessings and favors. You know what I mean? You're favored when you do right. When you do wrong, now you gotta deal with shit. Now you gotta deal with shit. You did her dirty, now your fucking tire flat or some shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. I'm being honest, man. I can't make this shit up. Cannot make this shit up, man. You do good, good happen to you. You be like, damn, I don't even know why I got blessed like this. It's because you did good somewhere. Then you looking like, damn, why is all this happening to me? What the fuck I do? I always ask myself that, like, damn, what the fuck did I do that made this tire get flat or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Even though I might not have done nothing, but in my mind, that's how my mindset is. Like, did I do somebody wrong or something? What I do? Because I know how the universe works and rocks. So, hey, man, let me get in here, man. I just don't want to get off because as soon as I do, I'm going to think of some shit that I should have said. But, you know, that's for another video. You know, all y'all women and men out here, do not let people turn you bad, man. You're blocking your own blessings, man. You're blocking your own blessings. A lot of times the devil put a woman and man in our life that we thought was from God, and if we find out that wasn't the case, right? So you gotta move on. You gotta move on, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta make yourself a better woman or man, and that's gonna attract better women and men. But it's really not even about that. That's just gonna happen regardless. You know what I mean? How could it not happen? How could it not? If you're a solid ass woman, why wouldn't a solid ass dude want you? You see what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. You just gotta do your part. And you gotta stop settling for motherfuckers that ain't worth it. Problem with a woman is she can attract any fucking body because she got a vagina. So, you know, it seems like everybody on earth like her, but, you know, that don't be the case. It'd be just for sex and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? So women gotta be more careful of how they move, especially if they look real good. But most of the good-looking women, they're just using their looks to their advantage, and they're moving just like the so-called bad men. So, you know, that's another topic. You know, I feel like God bless them again. I feel like God blesses very good-looking women. The test as a test. Let me see what you. I'm gonna give you all these looks. Let's see if you misuse this. Most of them are. They're gonna comply with what Satan talking about. So it is what it is. Most men too. I mean, I got all kind of women. They just blow his head up. He'll not handle it. Most men cannot handle being able to get women and not moving like that. Being able to get a lot of women, but still not moving like that. They say it's only men who can't get women. That's a lie, because I can get them and I'll move like that. What's your excuse? It's not, and it's not that I don't really want to. I just know what's right. So it's not like I don't sometimes be like, man, I just want to just fuck a bunch of people. But I know that's not right. Just because you feel like doing something don't mean you should do it. I feel like punching a coworker in the face. Don't mean I should do it, though. You know what I'm saying? For real. Don't mean I should do it just because I feel like it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of shit in life we shouldn't do that we feel like doing. Then there's stuff in life we don't feel like doing, but we should do it. Like, I don't want to cut this chick off, man. But I just caught her in the bed with another guy. Fuck. Or she's playing games. She said that she didn't see my text and she texted me the next day saying she didn't see my text. Man, she playing games. Damn, I liked her, but I gotta leave her alone. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So the women who are saying this shit about the man, I know I like the bad boy, but there's got to be a good dude out there somewhere that got good sex and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Maybe I just need to be, maybe I'm just overlooking the motherfucker. Maybe that's what it is. But, you know, it's sad because sometimes it do be some truth to that shit, man. This is why a lot of men with good women cheat. Because I'm telling you, that bad girl, dog, her head is ridiculous. Fuck. I don't like how that motherfucker pulled up like that. But anyway, they get the wife. And a woman told me this shit on one of the videos I'll be watching. She said, if you really notice and pay attention to it, a lot of times the good woman, she's a great woman and all that, but they don't have those qualities of the bad chick sometimes. You know, the crazy sex and all that shit. And there's some truth to that, but that don't mean that you can't have a good woman that has good sex and shit like this, but or you know, a lot of times they think the good guy's not fun. That don't mean that you can't be you could be a good dude and have a lot of fun. Show a woman a lot of fun, but she gotta find the right person, you know. Stop letting the devil lie to y'all, man. There's people out there balanced. Now, this is some weird shit.
About to get it in?
Yeah, I've been making a video. I'm about to get in there though.
Oh yeah.
I ain't got no choice.
Hey man, it's always a good feeling once it's done, you know what I mean?
Man, or a bad feeling if you don't do it.
Yes.
I was just talking about that in the video. Sometimes you gotta do shit you don't want to do.
You know what? Dying.
And then the diet's everything.
Dying.
Alright. Alright, I'm getting in here, y'all. Cause you know, it's 9 fucking, what the fuck? Let me get in here. I'm out of here.